I think there's three factors when going into a large centralized production facility. One of it is your labor and the style of labor that your model is. One is food safety. When a parent sends their child to school, they want to consider them as being safe. It's the same thing with their food. The third piece to it would be your standardization across the board. When you have 17 different production sites and 17 different head cooks, the taco meat that they produced at one location, no matter how hard you try it, did not look like or taste like the same taco meat that you did at another site. This cook over here may be a little heavy-handed with the sodium. Maybe he had put us over a sodium level, so you have much more tighter control over your ingredients. Everything that you're putting out is much more standardized.
I'm a nutrition assistant. I affectionately call myself a nut ass. I am in the cook chill room. We cook food in steam kettle jacket pots. One's a 200, one's a 100. Today we had marinara, and we should get around 170 to 180 gallon out of the 200-gallon pot. Marinara, chili, cheese sauce, mac and cheese. The automatic bagger is probably my favorite. It forms its own bag, seals it, puts it on a conveyor belt. It goes up and dumps itself into the tumble chiller. Works great. Once we cook it at the temperature it's supposed to be, that's the most important thing, is that the kids get safe food. So it's at the temperature to kill any bacteria or organisms. There's very little likely that we would ever have any bad food. So putting things in and out of the tank, it can be really dangerous. The small pot, there was a leak in the valve on the bottom, and the agitator up above was left running, and I was trying to get the valve fixed, and by my own bad, I got the end of my finger cut off. So it's not my friend. I use it, I respect it, and that's the main thing, you gotta respect it. So this is, I don't wanna give the finger, but this is the one. Everybody calls it affectionately Nubby. So that's the one I don't like.
One of the great advantages of the centralized production facility here is that I am in control of the ingredients that are put into our products. We're associated with a group called School Food Focus. You know, we're really pushing the envelope as far as looking at the ingredients of concern. We're trying to put a better product in front of the plates of our kids at the school system. No matter whether that's looking at a better chicken nugget that may be made with whole muscle meats. For instance, red dye is an ingredient of concern. We're just not using that in our products.
I am the production food manager at the Central Nutrition Center. It's very hard work, very hard work. Very heavy machine parts, a lot of lifting, bending, pushing and pulling. And in the schools you didn't have all that. You didn't have the machines, and you just had mixers and can openers and things like that. And the things here are, it's a lot to learn, and it's heavy work. It's heavy work. And if something's too difficult for somebody to do, there's always teamwork and somebody to help another person that might not be able to lift that 50-pound bag of flour. There's always teamwork and help.
For school districts that maybe don't have centralized production now, would you recommend this as a model?
It is a good thing to have because you can do bulk cooking. It's fresh, you know, and more scratch cooking. But then again, out in the school, when they were out there and like the baking and the cooking, you could, you know, you'd have that smell of fresh baked bread and cookies, and it just made kids, I think, smell that and really want to eat. I think that it's probably missed out there.